I think in our workforce being where we're situated, it's very clinically driven. I think that kaupapa Māori delivery, considering 50% of our clients are Māori, needs to be looked at in terms of how our delivery models, our modes. From a clinical perspective, we also have staff that work with general practice that are marae based, and working from that model of a kaupapa Māori, mātauranga Māori, Indigenous practice is needed.
Reo, you know, a lot of the kids coming through, and it's sad, because the thing is we don't have enough, at home especially. I know, the kids that are coming through, a lot of them come from kura, and they're, you know, coming through like suicide attempts, psychosis, all of those sorts of things, but not enough reo to sustain them awairua. So even having to use English with them becomes a barrier to good practice, really. So, you know, and I think it's young people who have come through kura kaupapa who have the same āhua as those kids, because they're our native speakers now. And so for me it's really important that nurturing happens. And I think that that's something that if you're not working in it, you miss it. And I can't see anywhere where we're developing. I think the young fella that's using the reo, Inga Wakato, that's a good thing that we need to be growing for part of our workforce, because it's needed.
I think that some of the counsellors or the AOD staff workers could be trained in other areas so that their focus is more whānau ora. That's just my opinion for coming into the sector, that it's very individual and clinically focused. And I think that delivery needs to look out past that and be multi-skilled. So you could be an AOD addiction, mental health addiction worker, but also have the skills around whānau order delivery, and how do you include whānau in that kaupapa without breaching confidentiality, because they're part of it, of the solution.
Person, ideally our workforce would enable a person to talk to you if you wanted to about drug-induced psychosis, or about whakawairangi, about acute stress disorder, or about hopo, and that our workforce can work with both of those pathways comfortably and with excellence, because our whānau deserve that. So we've been looking at also the diversity within our workforce in the region. We would like more diverse professions represented, because we believe that health is about more than just the absence of physical ailments. So it's great we have nurses and OTs and drug and alcohol practitioners and psychiatrists and psychologists, but we'd also like our workforce to validly be able to bring in people whose skills are in artistry, or whose skills are in toi, mahi, hākinakina, sports. Because for us, our belief is that health and hauora and well-being is about more than the absence of the disease. It's about the presence of those determinants of a flourishing lifestyle. So yeah, our workforce would ideally reflect that
solution. And that I'm pushing, like in our services, that we ask the client or the tangata whaiora when they come in, is when we talk about significant others, can we include them in the whole treatment process? The whole whānau water mapping is required, I think, in the sector, so we capture everybody.